Just wanted to say how truly blessed I feel to have been living in this community, this wonderful community for 21 years, to have raised 4 beautiful children here, and actually feel really, really fortunate to be married to this guy over here, Keith, for 28, almost 29 years.
Jennifer and I were taught very early in our lives to understand and appreciate the importance of shul and of tefillah. For me personally, with my father having been a chazan, I was taught to understand the importance of davening and specifically praying for others, which is something that Jennifer and I both share as a real passion in our lives.
I want to take this moment to thank the rabbi and the rebbitzin and the shul leadership and all of our friends and family for this incredible honor that has been bestowed upon us.
I love you very much. I feel so fortunate to have you at my side all of the time. And may we, as a community, go from strength to strength, simcha to simcha, all in good health for a long time together. Amen.
Amen.
Whoever walks through the doors at Suburban Torah, whether it's the founding members or new families, Jennifer and Keith greet everyone they meet.
Both of them, Jen and Keith, they feel a love for the whole community, for everyone. If it's your simcha, it's my simcha. It's such an incredible trait that they espouse to the whole community.
Ever since we were young, the shul and the Livingston community has been a central part of our lives. We've been walking to shul very early in the morning with Dad since we were as young as I could remember.
In our house, we don't need a calendar to know when Rosh Chodesh Elul is because my dad has already started practicing.
One of my earliest memories of my mom in the community is wondering every year why we have this stroller in our garage. And then we get to Simchas Torah and she has this whole massive bag of candy there, helping all the kids are having the best time. And it just made it so fun, and I loved seeing her with that candy. I love candy too. Stop.
She's constantly volunteering, whether it's in Lifetown or she was the school lunch lady for a very long time, which I didn't always love, but she was always there doing it and giving of her time.
Their welcoming nature goes beyond the immediate family, and you can clearly see it within the community as well, as they treat everybody like their own and feels like a real home here. And I'm proud to be part of the Suburban Torah Shul and community.
A highlight of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur for me is standing next to the mechitza, where I'm basically sandwiched between my parents, my dad at the bima and my mom at my side, and just seeing them and their strong tefillah inspires me in my own tefillah.
Keith and Jennifer, you are a very special couple. It's truly a privilege to be able to honor both of you tonight. We've waited a long time for you to agree to this.
We've been friends for over 35 years since high school. And I have to say, you guys are amazing leaders, and we feel blessed and fortunate to be able to join this community together with you. And there's nobody that's more well-deserved to have this honor.
Jen and Keith, we are so lucky to call you neighbors and friends. When we moved in, we still remember how you came to our house that day with an armful of Ritas and a group of kids that look very different than they do today.
When we first moved into town 6 years ago, Jen was one of the first people who showed up at our house, welcoming us to the street and delivering an orchid.
And in typical Jen fashion, she then went on to apologize that the orchid wasn't bigger.
We were told to keep it very brief because there were so many people that wanted to say so many things about you and show their outpouring of love and support. So suffice to say that you're clearly pillars of our community. There's no shortage of things that you do to help better our community.
As a member of Shul, I've seen Jennifer and Keith walk over to new members and make them feel at home as if they've been there for years, even though they've been at Shul maybe for the first or second week. They really are truly warm and welcoming.
Ditto to whatever David said, and may Hashem bless you and your family and continue nachas from everybody.
Keith and Jennifer are involved with the youth. Jennifer bringing her candy card on Simchas Torah, and Keith talking hockey with the kids and teaching them to daven. They're always involved with so many different aspects, and we're very lucky to have them as part of the community.
About 20 years ago, when we first started our Tehillim group, Jennifer was really one of the founding members of it. She was the true backbone, came religiously every single week, and it was really evident that It was not just words for her, it really, truly had meaning.
Jennifer, your superpower is compassion, empathy, and you make each person who you speak to feel understood and cared and loved.
And with that compassion and empathy comes action. Jen, you were always there, no matter what, to lend a helping hand.
During COVID, Jennifer went and got our groceries, and
after Alona's surgery, she paid a visit and made her feel much better.
You're always the first person to come forward to help us with delivering packages, helping with setting up Shiva homes, taking care of people who need help with important appointments, and helping our community members in any way that you can.
And together, Jen and Keith really lead the charge. When somebody unfortunately needs tefillot, they storm the heavens with Tehillim and with tefillot whenever it is needed.
Sitting in the row in front of Jennifer and Lauren and their children, their daughters, for 20 years has been an inspiration beyond belief.
Keith has inspired me tremendously from the day we came here 18 years ago.
From Keith's hearty Yashikayach at the end of everybody's Aliyah, to his smiling countenance, wishing all a good Shabbos with real joy in his heart.
He was there for me throughout the rabbi process. He was a confidant, and I could honestly say we wouldn't be here without him.
Keith taught me what I was missing and never knew about. He actually taught me how to appreciate a good scotch and even vodka, but only on Shabbos and Yom Tov.
Keith had a very meaningful part of my wedding in the backyard to Elizabeth. He sang us down the aisle, signed the ketubah, was the 8-day Kiddushin. And not only just specifically with relation to the wedding, but in generally my whole life, he's been kind of like a second father to me. I think I speak on behalf of my entire family that we're very appreciative of.
Even in our interview, they told us, people said you've never had a Rosh Hashanah and a Yom Kippur until you've heard Keith's Kol Nidre, Keith's Ne'ilah, and Keith's davening is such an important part of the community. It brings people together. People look forward to the holidays because they know what they're going to get. They're going to be uplifted. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and it's an incredible, incredible gift that he has of connecting with the people through his tefillah.
Keith always has tremendous energy, kindness, and you just see Keith on the bima davening beautifully on Yom Tov, Rosh Hashanah, and Yom Kippur, but major work goes into his preparation, and he takes it extremely personally, caring and trying to daven for specific people and specific things with all his heart. It's amazing.
Keith, so many of us have asked you to teach our boys to daven, to lean, because you teach something that can't be taught in any curriculum, the true love for davening and for our religion.
You think about Keith standing in the middle of shul and davening and shaking the heavens so our prayers are answered. And when you think about Jen, I think of her quietly sitting at home and davening for people in need.
We are substituting our davening for the karbanos that we're supposed to be bringing. And on a general basis, I never feel that our davening really approximates that, with one exception, which is when I listen to Keith daven on Yom Kippur.
Keith, your voice, your kavanah, the passion that you put into your davening is infectious. It spreads to everybody in the shul. It reaches out to our hearts and brings us to an elevated level.
To another 20 years of health, mazel, simcha, tefillah, love, and b'sha'ah tova to many grandchildren.
We love you. Have a good party.
Hi, Keith and Jennifer. This is George. Mazel tov. You really deserve this honor. I miss you. Love you. God bless you.
I'm wishing you guys continued love for each other, continued success and happiness.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Keith and Jen, on a very well-deserved honor. We wish for you guys only the very best.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Keith and Jen.
Mazel tov, Keith and Jen, on your well-deserved honor.
We're so sorry we can't be there tonight, but we'll definitely make it up to you. Lots of love from Italy.
Mazel tov.
We are so grateful for all you've done and continue to do for our community.
And so very, very blessed to call you our dear friends. Mazel tov.
Dearest Jennifer and Kate, there are no words to describe the measure of our love for you. Mazel tov on this well-earned honor. We love you very much.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov,
guys.
Let's go Rangers.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazal tov.
Mazel tov, Jen and Keith.